Hey, I'm Mannix, and I'm here to show you a really super sensational pizza. It's crab, fennel, and harissa. It's hot, it's spicy, it's quick, and it's easy. Start by rolling out a pizza ball. You can buy these in the supermarket in America. Some are better than others. I love Whole Foods ones. I love Fresh and Easy or Trader Joe's. And it makes my life complete because I believe pizza is its own food group. And we just want to get that dough and stretch it out. Nice and supple, and this is not going to be round. This is going to be whatever shape it desires. That is pizza karma. So once the dough's kind of making shape, I would get an oven tray, round, square, rectangle, whatever shape fits. Line it with some baking parchment and drizzle it with a little olive oil. And then just stretch the dough to fit. It's not perfect, but it's going to look pretty, I promise. Now, I'm just going to pour a little bit of olive oil on top. What I like about olive oil on top of a pizza dough is that tomato sauce or any of the sauces you use can be a little watery. It just stops the sauce from sinking in, and it means the dough kind of crisps on both sides. Now, I'm going to top this with harissa, which is a North African chili paste. It's just really fragrant. It's a great side dish, and it's a handy thing to have in the fridge because it goes great with meats, it goes well with fish. It generally just plays nicely with others. So I'm just going to spread it on and use the back of a spoon, spread it all the way to the sides. It's a beautiful deep red color, and once it bakes up, it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. You'll see what I mean. So that's all laid out and it's ready to go. The oven's been preheated to 450 degrees, and that's going to go in for about 20 minutes until it's crunchy. The harissa is going to just sizzle. Let's cool things down. Can of crab meat. Cannot overemphasize how great it is to have one of these in the fridge at all times. You are never more than seconds away from a flashy, fun meal. And then what I do just to freshen up the flavors, because it's been living in a can for a few months, squeeze a good amount of fresh lemon juice through there. It's really gonna get it tasting delicious. So it's drained and it's strained. Now let's toss the rest of the stuff together. First of all, a nice bulb of fennel. I can't get through summer without it. I've run it through a mandolin. So that's a full fennel bulb, and it's just sliced into ribbons. The other thing I'm gonna add is some good olive oil, and I've got a lemon flavored one here from one of my favorite manufacturers, but any good olive oil is going to be just sensational. Good healthy dollop. Big knife, small herb, few little chunks of dill is really going to help. This is going to freshen things up, and it's going to add a lot of color and a very distinct flavor to what's going on in that bowl. About a tablespoon is good. Sprinkle it through. Look how good that looks. I got one more ingredient, caviar. Whether it's tiny little fish roe or whether it's big, unctuous, bursting bubbles of that salmon roe, you got to see what the color does. Not to mention that salty flavor and just the sensation of those tiny little eggs squishing as your tongue presses them to the roof of your mouth. Okay, so if we've done that correctly, because we've got the heat from the harissa, we don't need any fresh pepper, although you can if you want. And because we've got this wonderful tangle of fennel and the saltiness of the fish roe, we probably don't need any salt either, but you can serve it alongside. And you can see that is just a cool, summery tumble and tangle to pour upon a nice, crunchy, hot pizza base. Oh, how good does that look? Yum. The finishing touches are all done by hand. It's just a question of mounding it. Oh, yum. Everyone's gonna want some. And the perfect sidekick to this would be a crisp and lovely glass of champagne.